Hey guys, this is the trip I had down the Truckee about 3, 4 days ago, May 23rd. I'm pulled off a few hundred yards above Jaws. If you don't know Jaws on the Truckee, it's kind of the one of the more tricky spots. I'm pulled off because I actually had to run down to my car to grab my hand pump. I forgot it when I jumped on the water and my boat was like 60% full. I didn't want to go through this stretch with a floppy boat. So here I am, pulled off to the side. Normally, I like to be setting up my line, kind of more river middle left right here, so that I'm setting up for that drop because there's a rock on the right side of the river, a big rock that guards the entrance that you really want to get to. Because if you don't make it, you're gonna flip or get stuck. And so you have to be river left and be ferrying back right, come around this rock, and then as you'll see, there's a little channel that takes you through. So I'm still kind of messing with my gear here as I get back in the boat, and oars are kind of slapping off the water a little bit. So down there, that tan rock, that's the one. So you want to be right here, and then you really want to back up hard, turn the boat, and then this little channel right here. So that rock on the left side of my boat that I kind of scooted over there, if you're anywhere to the left of that, you're gonna end up getting flipped or stuck. Either way, you're going in the water. You're gonna be swimming. And then just down here, right coming up, there's a fun little circle. Dropping in here. Just kind of fun to play in. I kind of was facing left right there, so it tries to take me into this little rock wall. I'm just like, all right, bail out of there. And you can see that wall that's directly in front of me here, the graffiti on it. Right around this area, this whole area, there was a dam that collapsed. That's what all that broken concrete is. And a lot of that concrete has rebar in it. So if you do end up by taking a swim, you really want to be careful. Because there's a ton of rebar in this river, especially in this area. The whole river really has a lot of rebar in it. You want to, if you haven't been on the Truckee, it's good to go with somebody who knows it. Because you can avoid it, but if you don't know the river, then obviously it's a little tougher. So still kind of making my way past that debris pile on the right into this kind of mellow stretch. And at the very bottom where I pull out at Floreston on the river right, there is a piece of rebar that's sticking up about 8 inches out of the water, and it's actually facing upriver and cut at a 45-degree angle, and it's rusty. So if you do end up by doing the truck, you really want to be careful with that. You'll see it. I let the video play long enough so you can see where it is. But that big house rock, that tan rock, that big one on the right there, at that spot, you want to be river left. That's your indicator. You want to be on the left side of the river because there's channels to the right that start to try to pull you down a really rocky, bouldery area that you can't really get through unless the water level's really high. You'll see them. There's some search and rescue guys. So that channel, no good. You want to be over here to the left so you don't get sucked in there and pinned or flipped or stuck or something. And this is the best way. Normally, I go in front of that rock right there. That's the best way, in front of that rock. But at this day, I decided to just kind of cruise through here and just do something different. Kind of some boiling water in here. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of go a different way. But that path right there, down there, you can see it tries to suck you in that way too. You'll get stuck. No bueno. So this is a good path to take right here. Smooth, fun little place. And then right here, there's 3 rocks So you want to watch out for those. So I'm pointing my boat towards them and just backing away. And a lot of times right here on this little side to the left, I'll go into that green pool and then spin right and drop over that little drop right there. But I just went straight over it this day. It's pretty straightforward as long as you're going straight. If you're not, it'll flip you. And then coming into this rapid right here, you want to already be moving river right because there's that pyramid shaped rock right there on the left. You can just see it. The water going up on it. It tries to suck you right into that. The current takes you right onto that rock. And if you get too close, if you feel like you still have time to make a move, but it's too shallow, you'll just hit rocks with your oars. So you want to be moving right early. Then coming back here, I'm on the right side of the river, moving back left because there's rocks all on the right here you want to avoid. So I'm coming up right here, right there. And then there's a couple more right here. And this is the best kind of angle to take because it allows you to just ride the current. And then you just go right past that big house rock. Because if you try to take a different line, it's a lot of times you'll end up by ramming into that rock, get stuck or something. And you're basically done with this run, at least where I pull out. This is Floreston. And there's that bridge piling with the graffiti on it. And so just past that, there's that piece of rebar that I was talking about. And I'm just going to keep this video going so anyone who watches this can see that because it's super dangerous. Coming up right there on the right. Looks like a stick sticking up. So that's it. Watch it.